evening, good evening. This is Everyman's 40K channel, and I am Everyman, your host. So in front of you, we have a Nobz mob, just your standard Nobz mob. And I want to show you what I have started, and I'm going to actually walk you through one of these. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this Nobz mob, and we're going to add in Killsaws into the unit. We are going to make this a Killsaw Nobz mob. In addition to that, we're going to make them Truk Boyz. So when they get out of the truck, they can move and charge and do some serious crumping. So let me show you the first couple I've done. So here's one. Look at that beautiful fella. Professional work. So this is what we're going to call a beginner's class or beginner's series or video. Look at that boy. Look at that. Isn't that sweet? This is a beginner's video, and I say that because a weapon swap or a head swap is going to be the easiest thing in 40K that you are going to convert. As a beginner, okay, this is how you should do all your projects. This is how I do all mine. Always set your workstation up with the equipment that you need that you're going to use to do the swaps. And what I mean is get your glues, get your knives, get your sanding pads, get your cutting saws, everything. Clippers. As you can see, we have a right here, and then we have a left saw here. So I had to prep the saws first. So I had to have how many left hands do I need? How many right hands do I need? Get that stuff all prepped, set up first. Know what you're going to do. Then start cutting. Let's go ahead and let's get into one real quick. Make this easy, painless, and very harmless. So we're going to take this guy here. I got his saw here. I've already decided left and right. This is going to be a right arm. We're going to get rid of the sluggas. So take a look at that stat sheet. I'll throw it up here again one more time, and I'll highlight some areas of why we're going to do this. And you'll notice the difference in the strengths, the difference in the AP, all the other weapons. You'll notice the difference in the damage. And in addition to that, I keep the choppa. So that means I keep the +1 attack. So what we're going to do is the first thing we do is you want to know where that fist or where that hand sets up into that glove. So if we put that glove into that hand right there, that tells me where I got to cut it at the wrist or at the arm. And that tells me that just before that wrist pad or that wristband, I got to cut just before. So we're going to do that. So this one, I'm going to hold it actually this way, because what we want to do is we want to use the front part of the saw because we have the most control. If I held it this way and tried to cut, notice how the saw starts to ride across a surface that I don't want to cut. We do not want to cut into that base. So you rotate this baby, and again, this is all in the planning, and we're going to cut it this way because I can control it then. So we just hold it tight. Don't squeeze it so hard that you bust it, but you just hold it and you let the saw do the work. So line it up and just draw a nice cut like that there. Then just work it slowly. Let the saw do the work. Always let the saw do the work. In addition to that, always check the cut angle. You want perpendicular to the forearm. You have to get it perpendicular to the forearm. That is critical, at least in this one. Sometimes you want to cut an angle, but on this one we don't. So I'm hardly pressing. I am letting that saw do the work. Now as you get to the end, you're going to actually feel that it's going to cut through so you don't damage the other side of the miniature. Yep, almost there. I can just start to feel it get ready to break through right there. So check that out. Right where we said we wanted to cut it. And pretty darn straight to that forearm. So we're going to come in here. We're going to clean up a little bit of this peach fuzz from the saw around that wrist before we glue it. Just a little bit of kind of hair or fuzz. Then we're going to glue it. Just a little bit down here. And what you want is you want enough glue so that when you mount that Killsaw, that you got a little bit of that glue squeezing out. So we're going to come in here, determine how we want it, line that bad boy up in the middle. We got just enough time to have it slide around a little bit. Then when we get it where we want it, hold it. Just like that. Let me grab the zap kicker. We're going to come in here and we're just going to kick off that super glue. And there you go. Look at that bad boy. So, again, we're going to do another one, and then we're going to talk about that stat sheet. So, the reason why I'm doing this is because, as I said, I'm going to make these guys Truk Boyz, which means they can ride in a truck, move 12, get out, unload within 3 of the truck, move, and then charge. So that's obvious. That's why we're doing it. However, I did not want to go with Killsaws, or excuse me, I did not want to go with big choppas because the minus on the big choppas it's just not enough. A -1 on the big choppa, it's not enough. It should have went to -2. You already get a minus on a regular choppa. Look at that nice perpendicular cut. Right, and we're going to go right, glue it in just like that. Piece of cake. So can you guys see what I'm trying to do, right, by making this unit? So I'm paying, yes, I'm paying the extra points for the kill saw, and I am increasing the size of the unit, but, or not the size of the unit, the points cost of the unit, but when the unit hits, if you can get it into the target using Truk Boyz, if you can get them to the target, when they hit, they are much, much more devastating, way, way more devastating, and will kill so much more than swinging around a big chopper and their pistol. So if you just do the math and you just think it through, this unit is going to be way more devastating, way more fearful. The opponent has gotta watch for him. He's got to take him into consideration in the truck, on the table. He's going to aim for that truck for sure. He's going to have to get these guys out of that truck, because if you can deliver that charge, pure carnage. Get these boys stuck in, right? Okay, here we go. Another simple one. Centered that baby. Give you a quick spin around. Look at that. Nice and centered. Perfect. Little zap kicker. Kick off that glue. Give it a little wiggle and it's on there good. That's not coming off. So there we go. So last one. Here we go. Easy money. This is going to be a simple one. Again, we're going to match that up. Where are we going to cut that? Always we got to know where we're going to cut it. So it looks like we're going to cut it right behind that metal plate right there. So we're going to come right in here. Easy money right behind that metal plate. Let the saw do the work. We're almost done. And this was quick. Maybe took me 20 minutes to do all this. Film, set it up, cut the wrists, cut these off and glue them on. 20 minutes and you got a weapon swap. Alright, almost through. I can tell. A little bit of pressure. Boom. Look at that. Again. Take off a little bit of that peach fuzz. Where that saw did the work. So that way we get a nice clean bond without any kind of crazy fuzz around that. Let's clean it up. So again, look at that. Nice square cut. So we'll get a little bit of glue. Just like that. Come in here, center that bad boy up again. Oh, almost made a mistake. Look at that. See? Talking and not thinking. Almost made a mistake. Almost glued that arm backwards or inside out. See, even us old timers, even us professionals almost screw up. Right there. Let it go real quick. Give it a quick once over. Make sure it's straight and solid in the center. Okay, a little zap kicker. Now look at that bad boy. Look at that. Man, it is so good. It's going to look so good on the table, too. Okay, everybody. So that's going to wrap this one up. I hope, again, you guys got something out of this. I hope you guys understood the whole strategic and tactical thing about like how I'm going to use these guys and why I said a pistol. Like these Nobz, they just don't need a pistol. With the strength multiplier on the Killsaws being ×2, the -4 compared to Big Choppa and all the other stuff that they can take. For me, I would rather take the minus to hit, deal with that, and take the plus and the AP and everything else that the Killsaw gives you. Give up the pistol, keep the Choppa, so you keep the extra attack. You're not losing anything. And again, get stuck in, get to crumping with these boys. So if you like what we're doing, everybody, please hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. Look at that. Look at that. Tell all your friends on social media that I'm out here. This is the only way I get marketing done. I don't do anything else. Just you guys giving me thumbs ups and likes, and then telling your buddies, hey, go check out this orc dude. So we got back to miniatures. No more making boxes. No more making, custom, boxes for toting your miniatures around. We get back to orcs. We get back to miniatures. I always love my orcs. My orcs are always my first love. That was my first army. It's been my first army back in the 90s. Again, like I said, I'm an old schooler. But if you look at all these boys, this is cool little swap. These guys are going to be awesome on the table. Okay, everybody, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, smash that like button, and like we always say on the channel, may all your dice rolls come up 6s unless you're looking for a 1. Peace out, everybody.